right? So these are just few things I'm gonna run through with you guys. I know we're gonna jump into role playing and prospecting and everything like that. But what are 3 things we're grateful for? Every morning should be different, right? Big or small. Big or small, it should be different. You wake up grateful, you wake up in a good mood, right? Because that's gonna set your day. That's gonna set how your life goes in general, right? In general. So mindset, affirmations, gratitude is always good, right? As long as I'm taking action, I cannot fail. Every rejection is a lesson with valuable insight learned, right? So we have to get on the phone to get those rejections. I achieve sales success by doing my best. You guys can take pictures of this, and this could be a part of your affirmation. I believe in it. I can honestly tell you that affirmation and gratitude have changed how I do business and how I've grown in the business. Right, I transferred to Aventura a couple years ago with no deals, and I started doing gratitude, affirmation, everything like that, and then everything changed. So definitely want to tap in there. Do BPOs, so I'm able to increase my dollar per hour because I'm able to be free to do other things. So just that focus. You guys are on the right path. Definitely sending out mailers, trying to get listings, but why we focus on listings? Go for no. Yes is the destination. Right? If you're not making the calls, you're not going to get those no's. That's going to lead to those yeses, right? So we go for the no's because we're jumping on a call, we're making them, we're calling, even if it's the neighborhood. We are more focused here on circle prospecting than we are that I call warm leads. My warm leads are my FISBOs, my expires, because they raise their hand to me and say, hey, one, I've thought about something, but it didn't work out. Or one, I look at FISBOs as they love to date. So who's gonna be at the end of the date for the next couple weeks, right? So that's what FISBOs are. So for me, when people say cold call, I'm like, oh, you're calling the neighborhood. When they say warm, oh, you're calling the expired or FISBO, right? Just that thought process. 4 hours a day prospecting, I know we have different schedules, but however, right, if this is something that you want to take serious, you have to make the time. Does it have to be a compact 4 hours? No. But make it where you complete that 4 hours throughout the day. Whether you have 30 minutes here, an hour there, whatever it is, just make sure it adds up to at least 4 hours a day. You'll definitely get results from it, right? You can get anything you want in life by prospecting. I believe it. Conversation equals listing. So the more conversations we have, the more listings we get. Yes.
Question, what do you find is the best hours during the day that you're getting the best response pickups on the phone, but you're not as annoying to somebody or interrupting their day?
So I get for me, because I'm calling expires FISBO, I like to start calling at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? Those are my best pickups. Either 8 o'clock in the morning or when it comes to the evening, 4, 5, 6 o'clock when people are getting off of work, right? But my caveat, what I tell people is, the best time to call is when you can. Because if you are consistent with the call, even if you're calling at 12 o'clock every day, you're gonna get some kind of results calling at 12 o'clock every day, right? But if you want best practices, best times, I would say 8 o'clock in the morning or in the evening when people are coming off work, you're gonna get more people that have a conversation with. All right? 8 o'clock in the morning is those people who, and you have the most serious conversation, because if you're picking up my call and you're talking to me at 8 o'clock in the morning, you want to see those people. That's why you have to pick up the phone now to talk to them. But where are you placing them in the CRM? Are they hot? Are they warm? Are they cold? Right? Are they ready now in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, a year, however time it is? You want to make sure you plan that out in your CRM and do it correctly. Connect on social media. Follow-up tasks. He who follows up wins. He who follows up wins. Those who have been in this business for a long time knows the fortune is in the follow-up. A lot of times we might not get the appointment the same day. We might not get that listing signed the same time, and that day we go on the listing appointment, right? However, I'll show you, talk to you about how you set that up to make sure when you go there, you have a higher percentage of getting those listing signs that same day. Same thank you card, handwritten card, right? I'm very big on that. No matter the conversation I have with the person on the phone, they always get a thank you card from me, right? Because again, what are you gonna do differently than anyone else in the business? A lot of people, they make that call one time and that's it. They don't get what they want, they move on, they throw that lead out, right? Then you have your other agents, they may follow up 5 times. After that 5th time, toss it out, right? Every time you don't follow up, you don't have an opportunity, right?
It was in Miami Shores yesterday.
Pre-appointment, I'm very big on pre-appointment things that I do, right? You email that sent out to them, you send them a pre-packet email, right, as far as what they're gonna get. A video reminder that morning, hey, this is Carlos, just reminding you, I'll meet with you today at 5 o'clock. Look forward to seeing you, right?
What do you send? You text it?
Text, because at that point you have their cell phone, you set up the appointment, so you want to get that video out, right? It's just showing them who's the person that's gonna be there. That's already, you're breaking down those layers. You're building that rapport, so when you get through the door, that conversation goes a lot smoother and a lot easier. Stalk on social media. I'm checking out their social media, seeing what they like. What are they into, right? Do I have stuff that relate to them? Okay? Generate docs so you can move quickly. This is one thing I always tell people. If you've done the class with me, Janie knows we have our packets ready to go. There's no thought process in it. You click it, you print it, everything is in there that you need. You don't have to second guess. The day of, you're not warm, and that's another thing that I have a lot of people that's stuck. They don't want to make the calls because they don't know how, and then when they do make the calls, they don't want to go on the appointment because they're not prepared.
And they can't convert.
Right. So if you're prepared up front, those are barriers that you're taking out of your way, so you can just push through and get the appointment. Right? Email yourself the comps, active competition, of course. Full realist report. I'll further touch on realist. This is not BSA. This was not what we use not by side.
Person?
No. Through Atlantis. Build facts.
Okay.
Build facts. Always get your build facts report. Right? Go in there different from everyone else. That's the one thing I tell everybody. They say, why you get 7%? Why you get... I don't go in with the normal things that everybody else goes in with, right? So I'm going with the build facts to let them know that I've looked up the property. Hey, I've seen that the roof permit, you haven't done the roof in how many years? I don't see it on here. How old is really the roof? And if the roof looks new, did you do it a permit? Right? So those are things that you have a conversation with them and they're looking at you like, no one has ever really came here and told me about these things, right? So you want to be like that. Have 4 exclusive right of sale and agency disclosure. Always have those ready in your car, right? I have a folder just in case I see a for sale by owner. Knock on the door. I'm ready to go, right? So I'm always ready to go. You guys are gonna be making those calls to the circle area that you guys are prospecting. This, you wanna be ready. You wanna definitely have this ready. Because especially if they're clicking your link, there's some kind of interest there. So you always wanna get ready, okay? The appointment, get there 15 minutes early. Of course, mentally prepare yourself. If you follow me on social media, you see I have a listing playlist that I listen to on my way to the appointment, and I do it right? Every time I have an appointment, my playlist has to play while I get there. I don't answer the phone for nobody. I don't talk to nobody before I get there. My mindset is, I'm going in, I'm taking this listing, and I'm taking it at what? 7%. There we go. I don't do it 100% of the time, right? Because sometimes we're on the go, we don't necessarily, but it's a good idea for something to leave there. I believe in leaving something tangible, something that they'll remember you by.
That is
right?
like when I did it before, but when I was with Monica, we used to bring a bottle of wine, flowers.
Something.
Yeah, and it
Something.
makes you stand out.
It
so
makes
they
you,
leave,
yeah, nobody else is coming there with anything, right? So it makes you stand out. When they open the door, immediately shake their hand, make eye contact. Of course, I'm a guy, so I'm usually more back away from the door, so it's not intimidating. So those are just some small things that you can do. Thank them for taking the time to meet with you. Lead the way through the house as if you're a buyer, right? And build rapport. Find commonalities. I learned that from Marco, right? When you go into the home, look for things that you can relate to. Look for things that you can relate to. A lot of times, good thing I've done quite a few things in my life, even though I'm really young, right? So I'm always able to relate to something, teaching, nursing, management, whatever it is, right? I've done those things. Take photos. The other day I went to my listing, she was watching me on the video. I was outside snapping pictures outside, And she pulled up, she's like, oh, I saw you was taking pictures. Like, she was impressed. So again, they're watching, there's videos everywhere. So do the things that you know that they're going to like.
I know you're filming, but you're late.
The appointment, right, sit down at the table, this is what I call discovery time. I just recently changed my thing from, I'm no longer doing listing presentations, I'm doing seller onboarding. I am onboarding you to work with me, right? So I'm taking out those terms that everyone else is using. Again, our business is changing, right? The competition is gonna be greater because the cream is gonna rise to the top, because a lot of people are gonna come out with everything that's changing. So we have to do things that's different. My favorite. Everybody's like, you bring a lockbox? Yes. I came here for a reason. I came here to take the listing. So you know when I come, my lockbox is on the table. You know why I'm here, right? There's no questions why I'm here. I'm here to take the listing, right? And run through your questions. Some of the questions, what is important about you? I've mixed in, when we talk about Ninja, I've done Ninja, I've done Buffini, I've done Mike Ferry, Tom Ferry, and I take a little bit of everybody, and I put it together.
Which we should do Buffini again.
Yes, right? One of the questions Buffini asks is, what are your concerns about selling the home, right? That's a big question. Sellers are taken back when you ask them, because again, people go in what they're doing. They're selling, 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 selling. Nobody wants to be sold. Nobody wants to be sold. They want to have a conversation with you. Talk to them about the house. Talk to them about their concerns. If we were supposed to go on the market today and get an offer tomorrow, are you ready to take that offer, right? Those are the things you're breaking it down. What is your timeline? What do we look like? All right, are you buying another home? Is this your investment? What are we doing with the funds? Are we flipping it to another property, right? The listing appointment I went on Sunday, I asked her, she wants to, it's her investment property, right? Called her, spoke to her, went to the appointment. As I was at the appointment, my question to her was, all right, this is your investment. What are you doing with the funds when you sell it? She's like, I really just want to cash out because she's tired of it. It flooded the other day. It was like the third time since she's had it flooded, and she's like, I'm done with it. I said, so what are you doing with the funds? I was like, have you thought about maybe flipping it to a multifamily? Guess what? Now we're gonna be looking for a multifamily, right? Instead of me just going there taking a listing, now a seller and a buyer, right? So you have to ask those important questions. Always have conversations with your customer. Conversations, just have a conversation. You take everything off the table. Just have a conversation, right? About the process of selling a home. What does it look like? What does it look like when they're working with you, right? The price, where did you come up with the price? And you talk about 7%. On the phone, there's certain, I'm asking questions on the phone. My question on the phone is pretty much, hey, how much you want to sell the property for? Great, all right. What's your bottom line? When you work with a buyer, are you prepared to lower the price? Yes. What's that price you want to lower it to? Great. Let me ask you a question. If you were to sell and walk away tomorrow, how much do you want in your pocket? That's my question. And that gears me to, okay, if you tell me you want, I'll tell you right now, she wants $290. Well, I could get her $330 at 7%. That's an extra what, $40,000, and still cover my 7%? There's no arguing there, right? And they sign with no questions. Another way I do it, you always want to go with a net sheet. A net sheet. A lot of people do not go with net sheets. You want to break down those numbers to your customer because that helps them, one, understand visually, right? Because you could tell them, oh, you're gonna walk away $400,000. Let them see visually. Let them see visually on the paper what they're gonna do. And if you want to go a step further, if you have a good relationship with a title company, do a preliminary HUD.
I had Anna do 3 net sheets for yesterday's appointment, 3 to.
Have you developed enough rapport? Do you have a clear understanding of their goals, pain points, motivation, right? Again, most people go on what? Selling. Stop selling. Find out what they want, what they need. Why are they selling? How soon do you need to sell? What is their pain points? What is their motivation to sell? Right? That's where you're building the trust, because I'm not in there talking about Kai's company, all these homes I've sold, all the team I have. They could care less. They want to know what money is coming in my pocket, and do you care if I'm gonna get that money? That's what they really care about. You was raising your hand?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Right.
marketing is one of the biggest.
Right.
things, too.
Personality, I definitely would recommend you take a personality test, because you want to know when to push forward and when to back off. Right? That's very important. That's very important. Personalities are very important. Right? I've learned when to stay quiet and when it's time for me to step up. Okay? So you want to do a personality test, especially for yourself. How do you work? Right? What is the best strategy or plan for them? Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I think this is the best route for us to go. Right? Are you okay with it? If this route don't work out, these are other options we could follow. Okay? What resources you provide, we have the listing. Like I said, I gotta change that. I do onboarding now. Upsell the commission menu. Everybody's like, what's your commission menu? If I go in at 7% and they're pushing back at 7%, I'm putting on my commission menu and say, this is what I cover at 7%. What would you like to take off? And we could go to 6. Right? So
What is that menu? What do you have in the menu?
it's a long list, right? But I have staging under 7%. I have pre-appraisal, pre-inspection. We have a long list of things that we do at 7%, right? So again,
And you cover it,
we
Yeah.
cover those, yeah.
Upfront.
We cover it upfront.
and then the commission will cover your expenses.
That's it. And so you're showing them the value that you're bringing. And sometimes you could have them pay for it, right? If the budget isn't there. But now that I have a budget, right? And then you set the budget for what you could do per listing, right? What is your budget per listing? And you stick to that. And so that way you could have your commission menu ready to go and say, hey, I'm willing to put $1,000 into this price point. I'm willing to do such and such at this price point. All right? Again, it's just a preparation. So think about it, get your commission menu together, right? It will definitely help you.
When you get 7%, you pay 3.5%, or 4% for you, 3% for the other party.
I plead the fifth. But no, I do not go down the middle, I'll tell you that. But I do 3%, and the rest comes to me. I'm doing the work.
Well, you have to cover your expenses too.
I have to cover my expenses, and I spend time on my listing, right?
When you do the listing agreement, and there's a part there where you say that you're gonna give the other, how do you handle that? Because that is
Literally.
always an issue for me.
I just did it. Just did it a couple days ago. Mr. and Mrs. Seller are coming in at 7%. I'll be compensating whoever brings me the buyer. I'll be compensating them from my success fee, 3%. That's it. And she said nothing. That's it. I tell them what it is, what I'm compensating them. I let them know it's from me, right? I think that's the important part. It's not you coming out of your pocket again. I'm compensating them from me, because I think that's the breakdown of this whole NAR ruling.
How are you gonna
right?
handle that now that things change?
The same way.
You're still gonna compensate?
Nothing is different.
I saw something online that I know that you cannot post in MLS a commission, that's the only thing, but you can post it in your website.
Mhm.
I saw question and answers. I went in on MLS and I saw the Q&A, and it says that you can post it on your website if it's not
That's
part of
interesting.
MLS. So how can we drive, maybe realtors will start doing that, so then you will know what the compensation is?
I mean, for me personally, because I also dabble in the commercial side, so I'm used to calling, asking for my commission. So for me, it's when this, I was like, I just gotta call and negotiate my commission, right? I don't, if they're gonna put on their website, again, it's you opening yourself up to whatever issues that may bring, right? That's what they told us this morning in our commercial meeting at Miami
The
Association.
website is also non-contractual.
That's true.
Like-
Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I do not hold you hostage to selling your home. If you decide at a later date that you do not want to sell, I will definitely go ahead and take it off the market. I could put it in a temporary status, or I could withdraw it. Notice my words. I can't tell you I'm
They cannot
canceling.
relist it, right.
Okay?
They
I
cannot
did not say I'm
relist it.
canceling. I will withdraw it or temporarily take it off the market if you decide not to sell anymore.
Do you have that in writing?
Yes.
Those two things, that you will
Yes.
withdraw it or temporarily take it
Or
off the
take it
market?
off the market.
Because do they know that they cannot list it with anybody because of that, or you just,
Yes, but if they come to cancel, they'll find out.
okay?
But I didn't tell y'all cancel, I told y'all withdraw it or take it off the market.
Right.
If you wanna take it and cancel it and list it with somebody, just like I told the lady the other day, she was like, she asked me the same thing, she's like, what if I wanna cancel? If you decide to cancel, there's a 1%
Yeah,
list, there's a
Yeah.
1% fee to cancel with me.
right,
And she was fine with it. She was okay.
right.
Full disclosure, communication guarantee, Mr. and Mrs. Sutter, you're gonna hear from me every Friday. Whatever your follow-up days are, mine is Friday, right? I have them sign that, marketing plan, everything, and we go through everything, right? She'll always be asking, do you have any questions while you're in the appointment? That is showing you that I care. When you talk to them, you wanna repeat what they're saying, summarize, all right? Trial close, you go in what day and time, mine is my photographer to come out, take pictures, right? And again, it's just a conversation that we're doing. Start having them sign. My communication guarantee is the first thing I always have them sign. Once they start signing that, they're ready to sign everything else. And that's pretty much it. Carve active listening, effective listening. Words have no meanings, people have meaning. Right, so when you're having a conversation, which we're about to jump into some role play, you guys are gonna pay attention to what we do, and then I'll talk more about it. Okay? Tips to close more listing. Person who asks the most questions, have control. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're the one asking the questions. They're the one giving you the answers. Right? When you're sitting there and you're getting plowed with questions, they're not signing. All right? When it flips and they're asking you all the questions, you could pack up and go. just my insight, right? Ask for a small favor to get your prospect in the habit of saying yes, right? Are you ready to move forward? Does this sound like something you would want to do? Am I the person who you want to list with, right? Those are just questions I'm pulling from
Ask a small
scripts.
favor, like, can I borrow a pen, or like what kind of?
No, just have the communication guarantee. Is it okay Fridays that I'll communicate with you? Is it okay that I could call you, text you, what's your preferred method? Just those small little things, right? What else I have? I think that's pretty much it.
Number 10 is good.
To be persuasive, reduce the use of words, I believe, yes. Yes, you want to talk with conviction, you want to talk with, you want to be confident when you're having a conversation, right? You definitely want them to say, this person knows what they're doing and this is the person I want to work with.
So
All right?
don't use I think, I believe.
No, I think, no, I believe.
It seems uncertainty in your
Yes.
mind.
Okay. I think we are good. All right, so I don't know why my computer acting up. So talk to me. You guys could throw me. You guys could give me an inbound call and I'll answer it and see how we go through it.
No, let's flip it.
Hey, I got
I'll go
your,
first.
I got your mailer. And here you tell me that, my house is worth 410,000.
I vote that we flip it. We wanna gauge you first,
Oh.
because we need a compare and contrast,
Okay,
right? Cause that's a measuring stick.
so
Cause
you're
right
asking.
now, the mailers went out and you guys get a call.
Okay.
Like, what's going on?
Okay.
So thank you for volunteering, Valerie.
Okay,
Carlos,
you can
you're calling Valerie.
All right, ring.
Hello?
Hey, hey, Valerie, I received your mailer. It is showing me that I have a value of my house is like $500,000. Is this true?
Well, first of all, how are you? Who's calling me? What's your name?
Well, my name is Carlos. Yeah, I got your mailer in the mail, and I'm just interested to know how much my house is really worth.
Okay, Carl, well, you called the right person because I'm an appraiser. I'm kidding. I
That's a good answer.
Yeah,
That's an answer.
yeah. But
That's
you know, I'd be more than happy to go visit your home and sit with you and do an appraisal if you like, because I'm an appraiser, a licensed appraiser as well.
Okay, let me ask you, if I was supposed to sell the house, how much is your commission?
Well, we can talk about that when I meet with you.
Okay, well, let you know, when I sell my homes, I usually only sell it for like, I pay my realtors 4%. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in knowing what my value is.
Okay. Yeah,
Right?
'cause
How long have you been in the business?
I've been in the business 24 years.
24 years. Wow.
As an
okay.
appraiser and a real estate agent.
And have you sold homes in the area before?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yes, I only market the area that I sell to.
Oh, yeah, the market area you
Yes.
sell to.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Wow. And you say you've been in the business 24 years?
Yes.
Wow. What company is it?
This is the Kais company. So we're not a franchise. We're it's owned by one family, and we have over 50 offices in Florida. So,
Okay.
Mhm.
Awesome. I definitely want to know the value, and just want to see where I stand with the price of the home.
Okay, sounds great. When it's Friday, good for you?
Friday, let me do this. Let me give you a call back, and then we'll schedule an appointment. So I'm gonna think about it today and give you a call back maybe tomorrow.
No. What time
No,
tomorrow?
you're not
I'll call
hanging
you.
up.
I'll call you. What time tomorrow?
Yeah, what time is good for you tomorrow? I guess I'll give you a call. Is your number here? Is the blah 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 954?
Yeah, this is my number. Yeah, you can
Okay.
give me a call tomorrow.
Okay, great.
Yeah, give me a call tomorrow. We'll
Which-
set something up.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you for calling.
All right, Valerie. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Well,
So, your goal
Mm.
is to set an appointment. He called you. He's interested, right?
Mhm.
What happened is you're selling Kais. You've been in the business 24 years.
I'll
Take
take
it
it
off
up.
the table. Your goal and your thing is to set the appointment, right? Go for once they give you that interest of I'm interested in the value of my home. Great. You want to know the value of home? I am available tomorrow at 5 or at 6 better for you. I'm setting the appointment. I'm not selling you nothing about Kais. I'm not selling you nothing about my time in the business. Nothing. I'm setting the appointment. What time tomorrow? I'm good at 5 or at 6 better for you. Right? That's it. I love that you didn't answer the commission. That was a test. We don't answer commissions over the phone. Right? I love it that you said we'll discuss that.
okay.
That's definitely good. Another thing you want to do, what I was doing to you is what you should do to me. Repeat what I say, affirm that you heard me, and then go on to your next question. Because that showed me that you're listening to me, right? Remember, I repeated everything you said to me, then I threw you another question. Because that's giving me time to think, right? So you want to go into repeating what they say, affirming it, next question. Because that's the goal, that's how you're keeping them on the phone. Right? Repeat, affirm, next question. Repeat, affirm, next question. That's it. I love it. You did great. I love it.
I have a
You did
question. You know how like the first question was, oh, is my home actually worth 500,000 or whatever?